I really don't know what I would do if I didn't have some work that I had to get to.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of WorkHardAholics. I am Shirley Crawford, the original WorkHardAholic, welcoming you here. And for those of you it's your first time, hey, we're glad to have you. Maybe you stopped by because you want to know what exactly is a WorkHardaholic. Let me tell you, a WorkHardaholic is someone who is always doing something. We aren't meant to rest on our laurels. We aren't meant to sit around and twiddle our thumbs. It's not our nature, and we don't want to apologize for it anymore. We even schedule what we're going to do during our vacation time. I might even say 3 p.m. It's my nap time. It's not, but I'm just saying I could, as a workaholic, schedule my rest. That's just how we do it. And we're done apologizing. You love us. Stop acting like you don't. You need us. You want us. So accept us. If you are a workaholic, well, welcome to your community. Welcome to your tribe. We're glad to have you. We're here to help you be better at what you're doing, to make sure that even though you're a workaholic, you still have the right amount of balance. Because any extreme is the wrong extreme. So we're going to bring you back into balance. Yay. All right. So kicking things off as we always do. Did I mention that I'm Shirley Crawford? Oh, I think I did, but I should tell you, I'm the owner of Second Chance Consulting and the executive director of the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Now, first things first, I always like to start for the word for the week. And here's why. I've mentioned it before. I'll say it again. Communication is the key to everything that we do. And if you're saying a word and someone else is saying a word and meaning it totally different, then you still haven't communicated. So on that note, I like to review some words. I love words. And sometimes I'm just sharing words that I really adore. I'm sharing. And sharing is caring. So the word for this week is obsequious. It is. That's what it is. Obsequious. And obsequious basically is someone who is brown-nosing. You call them a toady. It's someone who gives insincere flattery or service. So, for example, a waiter could be obsequious because they want a good tip. That person you work with, they could be obsequious because they're looking for the promotion. They're looking for the raise. They smile in your face, stab you in the back, backstab, or the whole other song. But you get the point. And it's different than solicitous. Solicitous is that person who is sincerely trying to accommodate your needs, accommodate what you're looking for, and they might seem overly chipper or friendly. Can people be happy and it be okay with the rest of the world? For some reason, not. But they could be very sincere in their desire for you to have the best result possible. So that's different. So obsequious is over here, solicitous is over here, and so therein lies the difference. And I'm thinking a lot about. So first of all, for this whole video, I'm focusing on customer service. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm thinking about the fact that a little over 2 weeks ago, I was at someone's event and they had something that I thought was like, this is pretty cool. And so they told me who they used for the service. They were being solicitous and therefore by the next day had sent me an email and told me who it was they used, how they contacted them, their rates. Like they gave me all this really great information and then they backed away. Thank you. Good information. Unfortunately, you would think this would be a good thing. They also sent an introductory message between me and the person that they utilized as their vendor, which is still very helpful. Kinda. But then that person, 2 weeks ago, started emailing me directly, which is fine. I would have taken the first one, but the second one was okay. The third, did I mention it's been 2 weeks and they've sent me 5 messages? I, if you can't tell by my office, have been a little busy and therefore unable to respond to the first message. So why are we 5 messages in 2 weeks' time? That is obsequious. That's annoying and aggravating. And I probably wouldn't be as... I'll stick with aggravated. I probably wouldn't be as frustrated with them or aggravated if the tonality of their messages wasn't so condescending. Like message number 3 says, well, I can fully understand your hesitancy if you don't understand exactly what we do, blah, 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 blah. But if you call me, I can further explain. Here's the thing. As the vendor to the customer, you don't know me. You don't know my level of experience. You don't know my expertise. You don't know what I know. So for you to assume anything is a negative connotation. Didn't appreciate that. You can question lots of things about me, but my intelligence is not one that I will accept. Nope, not at all. And so I took offense somewhere in the middle of them. And quite frankly, at this point, I would never do business with them. I do intend, because the small business consultant in me can't help but give them feedback. And so I fully intend to, when I have time, and I don't right now, not for someone who I don't know and who isn't on my roster already, but still, there you go with your example. And so on that note, to help the rest of you not be obsequious and to be indeed solicitous, I'm going to suggest for you for our time tool technique, like that transition, I told you there was a theme, that you utilize CRM software. That's customer relations management software. And so there are lots of them out there. Several of them are free. I'm actually going to post a link in here, but you might be using them. You might not. There's HubSpot and Monday.com and a bunch of others. I am not affiliated with any of them at this point in time, but maybe later. And they help you realize how your intake came in. Like, how did this person how did this person connect with you? Was it through your website? Was it social media? Was it some other venue that they came into your circle? What messages have you sent them? Do you have a standard message for when someone reaches out to you from your website? Do you have a standard message when someone reaches out to you from Facebook? And so then it helps you schedule, because I would like to think that this person would realize that it's only been 2 weeks and 5 messages, but I don't know. Maybe they need a better CRM method as well. Don't know. At this point, don't care, but I want you to be better. That's what this is all about. You be better. And on that note, I'm going to share our bucket moment, and it is, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? The 100 Simple Secrets of Successful People. Say that 100 times fast. By Dr. Niven. And one of the things that I really like is that there are like a ton of lessons, and they're really, really quick. And they're based off of studies of various scientists. There's a glare, I'm like right in front of my window. And so they're based off of actual like psychological studies of people in industries. And so then they give an example, and then they give like a quote. And I probably plan to share this more with the different topics in some other venue. But speaking of customer service, being great customer service, like we always talk about the fact that smile when you answer the telephone, even if it's not your nature. And then like the Zig Ziglar quote that your attitude determines your altitude. And it's true. Because you can be in the same situation as someone else, but if you have a better attitude, then people want to deal with you and not the other person. And so you can have an amazing product, an amazing service, but if your attitude is horrible, no one wants to deal with you. And they'll deal with you as long as they have to. But the moment that they don't have to, they won't. The moment you have a competitor and you're wondering, well, why do people go to them and not to me? Because your attitude is horrible, and who wants to deal with you? And so given a choice, they'll go someplace else. So just so you know. All right, that goes back to your attitude. All right, so now discussing our work hard, play harder moment. So I have had a billion things going on. It's been really, 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 really busy. And I am not complaining because, as the proverb says, to whom much is given, much is required. And so I've asked for these things, and they're coming to fruition, and I'm very excited about them. And there are a lot of things that are important to me with regards to my community and what I give and my engagement. On that note, November is National Adoption Month. Just FYI. And so I do a bunch of things, some free, some paid. I travel. I have to take care of my clients. We run the center. Quite frankly, at this point, I need a vacation. Like I really, really, when I did the numbers to determine how much effort, I need a vacation. But in all honesty, I feel a little lost when I don't have something to do. So that's also why, even for vacation, I schedule things. That's just how that works. But for you, you WorkHardAholics, I need you to realize that's what family and friends and projects are for. So, in this moment of work hard, play harder, I need to make sure that you have someone to play harder with. I don't care if that's your cat, your dog, your plants, your family, your friends. There needs to be someone else or something else that you engage in and engage with, because this is what they do for you. They ensure that you have the balance. So, like my girlfriends, whom I love, and that I've had one since birth, and I've had another set since middle school, and then added on like one more, I think, in high school. And so while we live in the same city, which is sad but true, we don't get to see each other that much because we're all doing amazing things. Like, for real, like, my friends are amazing. Like, I feel by default I must be amazing. Otherwise, how could I possibly have these great friends? Like, I have another friend who's an article was written up about her just last week. And so then I have another friend who does like this charity concert every Christmas. And so then, yeah, my people they do stuff. They're in film festivals and like legit. They're amazing. So I'm like, I must be somewhat amazing. Look at who I get to affiliate with. But anyway, that's the point. But we keep each other in balance and in check. So we get together for birthdays. We get together for our homemade Christmas. We get together to make sure. So at least once a quarter, we're getting together to make sure that everyone's in balance. So I hope that you have that as well. And so on that happy note of friendship and accountability, this is Shirley Crawford signing off from your episode of WorkHardAholics. And as always, live better, do better, be better, and happy entrepreneuring. Ta-ta.
Because I really don't know what I would do if I didn't have some work that I had to get to. Da-da-da.